Scoop on the Road recruiting coverage is brought to you by our friends at Steamboat Dry Goods. Get all of your outdoor and travel needs at steamboatdrygoods.com. Use code ROADTRIP to get 20% off an order of $25 or more now. Link in the description box.
You're kind of, you're always the guy that everyone wants to watch and talk about, but you're out here with a lot of guys that are in the same league as you, kind of. Does that challenge you in a different way than maybe some of the other events you've done throughout the last couple of years?
Yeah, obviously it challenges everybody a lot more, but honestly, I feel like everybody just came out here and had more fun than they had at, these other type of camps, and they kind of just rolled with the flow and had a lot of fun out here.
You're a very competitive person, and you had a pretty good night throwing the ball, and then the last one that you had was not your best throw,
yeah,
right?
No.
How do you take something like that and then go talk to a sports psychologist for an hour and a half? And then how does that impact you heading into tomorrow?
Yeah, obviously it sucks not, going too far deep in that little competition, but just motivation for tomorrow.
What are they going to have you doing tomorrow?
That's a good question. I don't really know yet. I know we have 3 workouts tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes.
How much is this fun, and then when does the switch flip where it's I kind of want to win this?
Yeah, for me, I try to just have fun the whole time, but yeah, definitely there's a switch that flips, when you're up to, you're ready, you're getting ready. Obviously that switch that switch just flips.
Got to work with obviously some great college quarterbacks as well. Anything in particular you took away from their tips or their nuggets to keep with you?
Yeah, I only got to spend time with Liberty's finest, Malik. But nah, Malik, I got to know him pretty well in my freshman year. The quarterback at my school actually went up there, so they're pretty close. And me and him just kind of talked and. What a whole bunch of. What are y'all doing back there, man?
Listen to the interview.
Yeah, we just had fun overall.
Any competitions with him? I see you guys going together a lot.
Yeah, a couple things. He can really sling the ball. He's got some arm talent for sure. But we more just had fun while doing these type of drills.
When you guys are all out here on the same plane, there's a lot of intersection between past and future, right? At one point it seemed like you were going to be Texas future, now your friend is. What's it like just having these interactions with these people, friends in some cases, competition in others, where you kind of are all crossing paths, but also are all going into these directions to be the faces of pretty big-time programs?
Yeah, it's all fun. Me and Malik are good friends now, and I'm excited to see what he does for the University of Texas. And I'm sure he'll do great things over there. And it's all just fun, like I said before.
When you watch him out here and compete, I think that the general thought process is that he hasn't had a lot of game reps. But do you see an athlete there that can really fill into himself and be pretty competitive?
Yeah, I've definitely seen an athlete with amazing arm talent, so he should get the job done for sure.
What does this name, image, and likeness thing mean to you as a player? I mean, obviously you're the most marketable guy in your class, number one player, perfect rating, all that crap. What does that mean to you as you start to look ahead?
Yeah, obviously it's something to look into. But for me, I'm just trying to, keep the main thing, like they keep telling us, and just keep playing football, and I feel like everything else will just kind of fall in place from there. But no, definitely I've looked into it, kind of looked at the rules, see how that goes. But like I said, just keep the main thing.
Are there companies that have reached out to you already?
I don't think they're allowed to quite yet.
No,
not yet. What do you think? Which company would you fit with? If you had to pick?
Definitely Wrangler, for sure.
Wrangler jeans?
Yeah, Wrangler jeans. Maybe some fishing companies, Mossy Oak,
Bass
Pro, Cabela's Academy, stuff like that.
Yeah. Quinn, you are in a position where you are, and I'm sure you've been over this, sorry I was late, but where you have this perfect rating. And only a handful of people in the history of the recruiting rankings have gotten to that ranking. What do you think it is about yourself that recruiting analysts, coaching analysts, whatever, have seen in your game to make you think that that's the realm that you're in, especially as you're out here competing against guys that are also very, very good and highly rated?
Yeah, it's crazy to be rated that high, and I'm just humbling. but you can't focus too much on that, like all these college guys were saying earlier today when we had our meeting. It's not about the stars, it's not about the rankings. Just be your best you, and just prove yourself right every day.
If you think about the high-end quarterbacks that have come out of, been in these camps and have gone, like Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, to reach even a rating that's higher than that, what do you think it is? Like, if you had to guess, what is it about yourself that made you achieve that? And I know that there's a lot of shoes to fill. I'm not trying to say that but you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
what is it about your game that you think?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It's the first time I've got that kind of question. You know what? I honestly, I don't really know. Maybe just the whole deal. I don't know, because it's hard to say. I don't know, just because I'm not quite there like Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields are with their success. So I don't have a whole lot to say on that.
Yeah, because we can compare you not to what they did in college, but we can compare you to what they were on this stage.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if you ever had any introspective moments where you thought, 5-star prospect, but not just that, the perfect rating is just, and I think people are trying to figure out, like, how much of a gap really is there.
So, I don't know, I have to think about that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Do you remember watching Justin and Trevor go through this?
Yeah, I do actually. I think I watched it on YouTube or Netflix or wherever it was. What was it, 2016? Something like that. One of the years like that. But no, I watched that, and it was fun to watch for sure.
When I watch you today, like you're so nonchalant out there. Like, do you feel nonchalant, or do you is that just how you are? Is that how you act, or like inside, or are you just not that? I don't know. I don't want to say not that serious, but
no, I get that a lot.
It's easy.
Definitely.
Natural.
Yeah, no, I definitely. I don't feel like I'm being like nonchalant or whatever, but people tell me that all the time, for sure.
You like the off-platform stuff, the sidearm stuff. Do you see that in Ohio State's offense, or do you kind of just do that?
I just think it's fun, and I like to just be myself out here. So I'll do some off-platform throws, but I don't know how much Ohio State will do that. But
What Ryan Day said about it?
he wants me to get my arm angle a little higher than it is, so I'll just say that.
But I know a lot of people have probably asked you this, and I'm sorry if they already have. But, like, can you take me through the genesis of the hairstyle?
Oh yeah, I began the mullet hairstyle my freshman year of high school, believe it or not. It's been cut once, in quarantine. I shaved it all off, but now I'm growing it back out, and I really have no plan on cutting it anytime soon. But just the thought behind it was just being different. I didn't know a whole lot of people with it, so I'm just trying to be different.
You think Supercuts would be a good NIL thing?
Supercuts?
Or is it
maybe.
more high class than that?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. That's a good question. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Trevor was famous for his hair a little bit too, right?
Yeah, no,
it could be a thing.
Definitely. Yeah.
Do you like the spotlight that the hair brings?
I don't get the haircut to bring the spotlight onto me. I just do it to be myself, But it's a good question.
You said you do it to be different, but at the same time, you feel like you're not someone who goes out there and necessarily, like in these situations, likes to, be that different. But when you look at everybody else here and you look at the hair, it's hard to not stand out with that.
Yeah, the blonde is. I have to do the blonde if y'all are talking about that, just for playoffs. For my high school, we bleach our hair blonde every year because of we had a coach who had passed away from cancer in 1999, so we just started this tradition of bleaching our hair blonde, and the mullet's just me being me.
There's so much like noise around you, but you kind of are able to block it out. I know you like to do outdoor stuff. Like, what do you think about when you're fishing? Like, what do you think about football, or do you just space out, or
I think about the next big bass I'm gonna catch, or the next lure I'm gonna catch if I don't get a bite in the next 15 minutes.
So is it like the same level of focus that you take to like the next play when you're in the huddle? Is it this kind of a similar focus that you do when you're out there?
It's not quite that serious. I just do it to kind of kick back, relax, and just have some alone time.
What's it like mentally when you're committed to a school? You know it might not be the right spot. You want to find another school. You know there's going to be a lot of backlash and stuff. But how do you go process that? How do you go through that?
Yeah, obviously it's really tough. Decommitting from the school I grew up, loving and watching. I was a toddler when Vince Young was playing that game, and my mom tells me all the time, my dad was elk hunting, and she was on the couch watching, the Rose Bowl, and I was on the ground playing with toys watching the game. So, it's tough, but I just looked at it like I felt like it was just a better opportunity for me and for my future, and I feel like I kind of was obligated to flip.
What Rose Bowl is that?
Vince Young versus USC or
Yeah,
Texas.
that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah. I forget what year, 2006 maybe?
Yeah. So you do still have a connection to that game a little bit, right? Because Vince Young was one of the other .100s, right? I'm not trying to make this something that I keep bringing up, but do you, like as a Texas kid and somebody who, obviously witnessed what Vince Young was able to accomplish, I mean, do you ever take a second to, consider the fact that you guys are kind of in that same class? It's pretty rare, man. I'm not trying to make it more than it is, but it's pretty impressive.
Yes, sir. Thank you. But, I never personally got to meet Vince Young while I was committed to Texas. But, yeah, I feel like we're definitely in the same boat with that whole 247 composite rating. Yeah, for sure.
I have to ask you a tough one now.
Go ahead.
So that throw over there, I'm assuming as somebody like you who's been in a position where you make a lot of good throws, you're not used to that.
Yeah.
What happened over there?
Yeah, I was focused on the snap count, and I was trying to be loud, trying to be a little funny, but I just wasn't very accurate with the throw. Hit a little behind him.
When somebody like you who's out here not really having much, it looks effortless almost how accurate you were today. Like, is there something about that that just how do you perceive that as somebody who experiences that so rarely?
Just the miss.
Yeah, like you're not missing anything else. So like how do you take
Yeah,
the one
it
like
sucks
that?
being accurate all day than missing the one in the competition.
Yeah.
But it's just I got to come out here tomorrow and make up for it.